Have you been outside on what seemed like a beautiful day when clouds just come from nowhere? What if I told you these weren't clouds at all, that these were actually chemicals being sprayed into the air? These chemicals are known as chemtrails. People often confuse chemtrails with something called contrails. Contrails are condensation trails left behind from airplanes. Chemtrails are chemicals that are actually being sprayed by these same airplanes. These trails are also known as plumes. Chemtrail plumes stay in the air a lot longer than contrail plumes. These plumes are dispersing the chemicals into the air. You ask yourself, why would they spray chemicals into the air? One reason is weather modification. The inventor of the H-bomb, Edward Teller, said that we spray aluminum particles into the air to combat global warming. This, in effect, has reflected the Earth's sunlight, which has been blamed to cause mass drought. Other reasons for spraying may include biowarfare, atmospheric and weather modification, population control, mass inoculation. In effect, has been blamed for mass sickness and illness. No agency confirms the existence of chemtrails. Yet, chemtrails can be seen across the United States, Canada, Europe, England, Australia, Mexico, Bahamas, Puerto Rico, and all of South America. In all these countries, there is a flu-like epidemic, of which 99% of sick patients test negative of the flu. Some of the symptoms recorded at the wake of the plumes are persistent hacking cough, upper respiratory and intestinal distress, pneumonia, extreme fatigue, lethargy, dizziness, disorientation, migraines, aching joints and muscles, nosebleeds, diarrhea, bloody stool, depression, anxiety, loss of bladder control, and nervous tics. The young and elderly are extremely exposed. What are some of these chemicals that are supposedly being sprayed? Well, according to DHMO.org, the Dihydrogen Monoxide Research Division of the United States Environmental Assessment Center, dihydrogen monoxide is a colorless, odorless chemical compound, also referred to as dihydrogen oxide, hydrogen hydroxide, hydronium hydroxide, or simply hydric acid. Its chemical basis is a highly reactive hydroxyl radical, a species known to mutate DNA, denature proteins, disrupt cell membranes, and chemically alter critical neurotransmitters. Another chemical found in the wake of the plumes is a chemical called barium. Barium is used in different salt mixtures. Barium is a radioactive material that accelerates and magnifies effects of other ingredients by altering chemical structures of other agents. It is also referred to as a time-release death pill. Barium mixtures are also used as a conductive material for electromagnetic energy, or more importantly, electromagnetic frequencies. Barium is sprayed into the ionosphere and magnetosphere for weather manipulation and multiple human physiological effects. You may ask yourself, why would they need conductive material for electromagnetic frequencies? The most important reason would be the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, also known as HAARP. This invention magnifies electromagnetic frequencies used as electromagnetic radiation for geological effects such as triggering earthquakes. It can also be used for atmosphere and weather modification. The human brain also receives electromagnetic frequency signals. These signals are designed to create particular emotional and physical and mental conditions such as tiredness, loss of memory, nausea, depression. Enormous range of human experience can be induced with electromagnetic radiation. It is now possible to access every human brain by electromagnetic induction of fundamental algorithms. According to journalist Will Thomas, lab analysis from samples contained over 360 different varieties of virally mutated mold and fungi, in addition to gene-splicing markers and extremely thin human red blood cells. There is also a fiber found in chemtrail fallout and in raindrops nearby. This pathogen appears to be artificially created from a combination of biological and nanotechnology. These unique fibers were found in the victims of these people with a disease called Morgellons disease. These fibers were found in the bodies of the infected. and some of the symptoms may include disfiguring skin lesions. It will also disable central nervous systems and brain involvement. Dr. Leonard Horowitz says, "I believe chemtrails are responsible for chemical intoxication of the public, which would cause a general immune suppression and would leave us to susceptible infections." To offset the effects of chemtrails, stay inside on spray days, take lots of vitamins and herbs, and colloidal silver for the immune system.